Avalanche, ticker code AVAX, is today's cryptocurrency, and I reviewed this one previously, but AVAX, in my opinion, out of all the cryptocurrencies I've been able to see the last 24 to 48 hours, is probably high and mighty above the rest. It has just looked so good on a chart and looks like it's just gearing up for another run at the all-time high of $147. I'm not saying it's going to get there in one straight line, but it really looks like it wants to get going very, very soon. So in this video, I'm going to go through the BTC, where Bitcoin is currently at. I'm going to go over where Ethereum is at, total 1, 2, and 3, and BTC dominance, just to give us an idea of where the crypto market is overall. And then we'll go through AVAX, we'll compare it to Ethereum and BTC, and I'll give you some price predictions as well and give you the rundown of the charts. So there's not much to say about Bitcoin other than we are still around my fib extension tool of the 0.382 mark. We are currently tracking at around 44,000, some rejection around that 236 mark at around that $45,716. So almost rejected perfectly on the extension tool there, a bit of a retracement. And this is where crypto is just starting to get relaxed a little bit. Look at our RSI, start to hit almost 65 in the RSI, again hit 65 in the RSI. So I'm expecting a bit of a pullback from most cryptos in the next coming days, a slight one before we start to get going again, but nonetheless, a bit of a retracement led by another other than Big Daddy themselves, Bitcoin. Not much to say about Ethereum as well. It has had a bit of a down day as well. We still got a while left to play out for the day. We're at around 14 hours of the daily. Bounced perfectly off the 1 mark, as I mentioned, just on the 13th of February. And I also want to note how well Ethereum's been performing at around 45% increase from the 24th of January. So about 3 weeks and you're already up 50% with Ethereum. Quite impressive considering its market cap. Trend line as well, be interesting to see how we react to this one. So we're finding a bit of resistance, and I expect us to find some support here. And then again, before we start getting the next leg up, I'm expecting most cryptos to have a bit of a pullback and then we start get going. So you'll hear that theme play out in this video. Total market cap 1, again, finding support perfectly on the 50% mark at around 1.95 trillion. Total market cap 2, which excludes Bitcoin and everything else, getting rejected at the 618 mark perfectly as well. So all these things are coming together. And total market cap 3, which includes all altcoins and altcoins only. So no Ethereum and no BTC. And then we've got total market cap 3. And again, perfect rejection at the major 50% target. So you're all starting to see this play out where we're starting to get a bit of a pullback according to most markets here. Then we have the BTC dominance. I did say I expect it to get to a maximum of 50% on the retracement, which is about 44%. Once again, getting rejected perfectly on the fib extension 50% tool at 43%, and BTC dominance is down, but I do anticipate it to go up in the future. So that's your crypto market. Now let's have a look at AVAX, and we're looking at this on the daily at the moment. First things first, major 50% mark at $78.16. We found support on it a few times, actually, the latest one coming in the 14th of February, so just a few days ago, and you already would have been up massively as well. So this is why I love these tools, because they really can work. So 22% up from just 3 days ago. I mean, that's incredibly good gains. Let's have a look deeper into the charts here. Good high volume day on the daily. High volume, closed low, not really what you want to see. A bit of a retracement down to the 50%. Good support found on the 50%. You really want to be able to find some good support on the major 50%, and then you want to start looking at where we're going to go up from here. Opened up the next day, high close, very, very strong close just on the 15th of February. And here we are on the 16th of February, and now we look like we're ready to go up again. Might find some resistance around that 0.382 mark at around $100. Anything with even numbers, you always want to be a bit careful with how it will react. If you can get past that, I'm pretty bullish on it, but at the moment, I expect there to be some resistance. I'll be half asleep when I record these videos at night, so it's a bit of a shame that I'll be waking up and pretty much the day will be over. So I like to look at the charts in the morning, and we'll see what happens at the 382 mark. But like I said, I do anticipate there to be some resistance there. If not, this is going to look really bullish and one of the more stronger cryptos. And then I've got the 0.236 mark there at $110. And then we've got the 0 mark at $127, which is where my fib extension tool extends to. And then of course, we've got the all-time high of $147. And I would definitely be taking profits around there. I do hold AVAX myself actually, and it has been very, very good on my portfolio and really helped bolster it up in terms of the performance. Looking at our RSI tool, you can see we hit 30 in the RSI almost perfectly. We actually did below it at around 24 on the RSI and hit 1 on our extension tool at $55. And this is how good your tools can be if you apply them right. I didn't buy it perfectly at the bottom, but I mean, goodness gracious, 22nd of January, you would have already been up massively as well, going from the low to the high at around 70%. So some serious support kicking in around that $55 mark. So these are really good ways you can just journal these numbers, or if you look at a chart like me and you start to see it, obviously there'll be a few things happening that you'll sign off before you make your purchase, but this could be a really good area to buy some up, and these opportunities don't come often. So while the market is quiet or not really moving much, the smart money is clearly there and buying. And something I really want to note is strength is found on red days. This is where the strength shows you. You can see high volume, closes mid-bar, high volume, closes up in the bar, and you can see higher lows forming, and then we start to really push up, some profit taking, of course, from the smart money, and now we're getting ready for the next leg up. So very, very bullish on this one for short-term and long-term for AVAX. Some price predictions for AVAX, like I mentioned, here are the targets for the predictions. So at the moment, we are currently at the 0.32 mark, which is $100. Next mark is $110. Next mark is on the 0 on the fib extension tool at $127, and next mark is $147 for the pricing for AVAX. If we can blow past it, that'll be impressive, but I just don't think crypto's really roaring yet. If Bitcoin starts pushing into its all-time high, that's when we can probably expect it, but there are going to be so many sell orders at the all-time high, and that's why with anything it's really tough to push past the all-time high. If we look on the hourly chart, you can also see that there's been some really big volume coming in. So look at that massive volume bar on the 8th of February at 3 o'clock. I mean, that is a really, really big volume bar that just completely scoops up a lot of AVAX, and you can already see the person who probably would have bought some of this is already sitting on a nice profit, bit of a dump, and you can already see volume increasing, volume increasing. Look at all of that. That's all volume increasing, going from about 14th of Feb, and you can just see how many buy orders that are coming up. So you can really see when you're going on the hourly chart, you can see just the little finer things, those little things that just starting to pile up before they start really coming up on the daily, and then the weekly, and then the monthly. If we look at the 4-hour chart, very similar. We can see once again at February 8th at 3 o'clock, that was a massive buy. You can just see how much bigger that is compared to all the other bars. You can even see the sell-off that happened on the 22nd of January that really signaled the low. So massive volume coming around there at 1.72 million units of AVAX traded within the 4-hour time period there. And you can see a relatively small bar would have indicated to you that the trading or the selling might have been, or the weak hands might have been sold off. And then, like I said, test again, scooped up again, this time on green volume, go up, down, higher lows forming, and now we start to make a bit of a run for it. And you can already see the last 4 hours. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive bars of 4 hours going up. Very, very bullish. But of course, we do have to have a bit of a retracement, so I do expect it to be a bit of a retracement. We've got 2 hours left of the 4-hour chart, and we're already starting to make our way down a little bit. That's fine. You can already see when we start to go low, I mean, it can just signal for more. So it seems like everything's just having a bit of a breather for now before we start going up. Probably another day or two, no one can get these things 100% right, but I just feel like we need a bit of a breather because we've had a really good 24 to 40 hours in crypto. And you got to remember, smart money is always taking a little bit of profits. They're making 20, 30%, and they're just taking their profits, and that's why you're getting these retracements. So that's how AVAX looks. Now let's compare AVAX to its Ethereum value. And it's no surprise that AVAX is outperforming Ethereum just on the percentage basis. So outperforming compared to Ethereum in the 1-year mark by 38%, year to date outperforming Ethereum by 8.38%, 6 months outperforming Ethereum by a whopping 333%, 3 months outperforming Ethereum by 45%, 1 month outperforming Ethereum by 8.73%, 7 days outperforming Ethereum by 6.2%, 24 hours outperforming Ethereum by 7.11%. And you can see just how much red there is across the board because Ethereum's actually doing very, very well, as I said earlier, leading out to Ethereum. And you can see a little bit of green, but on some high time frames, and these are just due to the low market cap nature of it. So this is why I love this chart, just to help me filter out the results. Now I'm looking at AVAX compared to Ethereum value. I've only got data on the charts going back to the 19th of November on the Ethereum chart, but I'll show you the Bitcoin chart after this. But you can already see that AVAX has held very, very well against Ethereum, hovering above its 50% at the moment, and really looks to be extending its lead at the moment as well. Really, really bullish on this one because, like I said, Ethereum is up massively in the last 2-3 weeks alone. Now we go to AVAX or Avalanche against this BTC value. This time I've got a bit more data to show you on the chart, and you can already see once again above our major 50%, holding very, very firmly in there, and been holding firmly above the 50% mark since the 14th of November. So that means while BTC dominance has increased and outperforming most other altcoins, the really, really strong, good altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. And you can see AVAX doing that there phenomenally, about to probably put in the all-time high against Bitcoin. You can see, looking at a fib extension tool, once again, you can actually see, once again, the same numbers keep popping up, resistance at the 618 mark, shot right through the 50%. That would have been really bullish when you see a clean cut right through the 50% mark. And you can see a lot of support finding around that 236 mark as well before eventually cropping up. So if we can push past this 618 mark, and I've drawn my trend, that would look really good against BTC value. So that's going to do it for this video. Again, very bullish on AVAX. I think this is a fantastic hold. I've got some AVAX in myself, and it's always been one of the strongest performers in my personal portfolio. You don't have to get these ultra low cap coins to make profit, guys. What you need more than anything is consistency. Always aim for consistency. If you can be consistent, the profits will come in automatically. Don't just look for a once in a blue moon sort of crypto that's going to get you those awesome gains. Consistency is your best friend. That's going to do it for my little tangent today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying this sort of format. Let me know in the comments still what you think. Keen to get your feedback. Thank you to all those people who commented in my last video. And then in my next video, I'm actually going to be talking about Cardano again and revisiting that. But for those people who want to cover the fundamentals of AVAX, I've actually linked my older AVAX video there as well, and you can see how things played out. Until then, everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.